CIO Whisper. Your aluminum plant may be losing 0.3 million a year, not because of breakdowns, but because of what your systems aren't seeing. Furnace energy leaks, undocumented overrides, anode degradation, Dross loss, $1.8 million penalties for missed emissions. It adds up, invisibly. Now that you've seen the invisible risks, what would you fix first? The furnace no one's watching, or the anode degrading in silence? Let us know your comments below. Inside a 2,400 tons per day aluminum production facility, ERP and SCADA dashboards show all green. But off-screen, safety interlocks are bypassed during emergency runs. No one reports it. Weeks later, $450,000 worth of castings need to be scrapped. Why? A single silent override. Furnace insulation leaks are ignored until the energy bills arrive. $480,000 lost annually to heat that never reached the metal. Carbon anodes degrade quietly. No system flags it. Just 2% efficiency loss every cycle. Dross takes 3 to 5% of pure aluminum with it. Every cast, every cycle. That's $2.1 million gone every year. That's for invisible losses. All compounding. And yet, every dashboard still says, all green. Are these silent failures hiding in your plant too? What did your dashboard miss last week? Dashboards lied. A $450,000 shipment gets rejected at the port. The audit reveals missing carbon footprint data. Too late to fix? Real-time emissions tracking was offline. No alerts were raised. The result? A $1.8 million penalty buried in the queue for report. Anode performance dropped gradually. The signs were there, just buried in noise. This isn't one system failing. It's every system failing together, because they're not talking to each other. OPC-UA, Modbus, Ethernet IP, they're all there. But they still don't talk. Legacy equipment resists sync. Manual logs still drive decisions, with delay and error baked in. Operators hesitate to report deviations. Management punishes anomaly alerts. So, shadow operations begin. And blind spots deepen. Is this happening silently in your plant too? Comment below, or let it stay invisible. $2,100,000 lost to Dross. $480,000 in furnace inefficiency. $450,000 in rework. $1.8 million in emissions penalties. $400,000 lost to missed anode efficiency. The total? $5.2 million every year lost to what no system ever caught. The newly appointed chairman leans forward. Slowly. You're telling me we have 5 systems, 3 dashboards. And no one caught this. Fix it. Not with reports. with results. While IT led the system redesign, other improvements were driven in parallel by plant and department leaders. This wasn't a lone fix. In the whiteboard war room, IT, operations, ESG, and finance gathered. They studied 6 years of breakdowns, emissions reports, and downtime logs. Global benchmarks were reviewed. The mission: build an architecture that could see what no system had before. Edge nodes were deployed near the furnaces. Live data streamed securely to new dashboards. Anomalies? Flagged before they grew. Dross loss fell 43%. Emissions traceability hit 100%. The architecture worked, and trust was rebuilt. This wasn't just a system upgrade. It was a strategic design, shaped by IT, operations, ESG, and finance. Edge nodes captured live data right at the source. Secure pipelines, MQTT and Kafka, streamed it fast. SCADA and SAP finally spoke the same language through OPC-UA. AI flagged deviations no human would have seen. And at its core? Zero trust security. Segmented OT networks, encrypted tunnels, and role-based access. Once the pilot proved results, the board approved full rollout. Across 4 facilities, a projected recovery of over $5.2 million annually. And what used to take years to unify, this time, scaled faster. Because the architecture was ready and the data was trusted. Even with sensors, dashboards, and AI, there was still a gap. Operators didn't just need data. They needed guidance. That's where the new layer began. A large language model, trained on breakdown logs, emissions rules, process maps, and operator queries. It didn't just monitor. It learned. It guided. It translated complexity into clarity. From emissions thresholds, to root cause insights, to mid-process interventions. This wasn't just visibility. It was plant intelligence, with memory, context, and voice. We've shown you the system. But this was never about software. It was about vision. And the courage to act before damage became visible. What's the one integration that could change your plant today? Now, dashboards tell the truth. Emissions? Auto-tag per batch. Quality? Verified in process. Decisions? Driven by context, not assumptions. For the first time, the plant responds in real time. It's not a fairy tale ending. But now, every dollar once hidden is coming into view. Dashboards don't just show data. They show where the next $5.2 million can be recovered. Because the architecture finally sees. $5.2 million wasn't the only risk. It was emissions untagged. Compliance missed. Reputation one step from collapse. Until architecture saw what others ignored. This wasn't just recovery. It was resilience. This is CIO Whisper. The future's moving fast. Subscribe for future-proof insights or get left behind. CIO Whisper.